Hi guys, welcome everybody. How is everyone doing? Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be here. I usually will wait a little bit just to wait for more friends to join the chat, but today I was like, I'm anxious. I was telling Kendall backstage, I'm like, I'm anxious. I wasn't here last week and I just want to get on and just kind of chat with everybody and say hi. So welcome to my channel. This is Makeup and Chill. We do live streaming on Friday where we just kind of hang out and talk about makeup and just chill. So if it's your first time watching, welcome. And now I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hey guys. What up, Chai? Hey girly girl. Hey Monique. I hope you're feeling better, friend. Hi Liz. Sunsaray. How are you guys? Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I haven't done a creator spotlight in a while. And I think that we'll probably kind of kick that back to like once or twice a month. But I'm excited that we have somebody new to introduce you to today, especially because the person that I have on tonight is somebody that I recently did like a little tag video, of my beauty community tag. That's a really, really important tag for me because I explained in that video where Kara C, if you don't know her, she's amazing, but she created this tag and I actually filmed it for the first time last year, like during the week or the year anniversary of my mom's passing. So I really holds such a special place in my heart because I pick the best of the best creators that I love and that I want to highlight and just kind of talk about the goodness in the community, So anyways, this girl made it onto my beauty community tag and she's a sweetheart and I just think you guys will enjoy her. So let me see. Yeah, hello, Chai. Yeah, so we're going to have fun. Today we're going to talk about our summer beauty favorites. I don't really do like a monthly favorites and fails. So today I was like, well, it's summertime. Let's just talk about the stuff that I go to for summer or from the newer releases from 2021, stuff that I've been loving and that I just have been using every single day. So we can do that. And hey AEP Beauty. Oh hey, she's here from Kendall's channel. Welcome. Yeah, we're just gonna have a good time. I want to introduce her to you guys. Hello, Sunny. And we will get to talk to her and talk about our beauty favorites. Everybody, I just want to I don't know. I'm just so excited to be here. 2 weeks ago, I was so excited to be here too. And so for me, it's I just want to hang out with you guys and just talk about makeup and some other pretty heavy stuff that happened this week that I know that you guys have a lot to talk about and a lot to say. So yes. Thank you, Amanda. How are you? Hey, Eileen. My sister's here. This is my sister for those of you that don't know. Yeah, it's Creator Spotlight tonight, so I'm excited. My eye look. Hello. Today's beat brought to you by Blends Bunnies, and then we have a little bit of Glam Shop shimmer going on. And so, yeah, Kendall and I wanted to use the Blend Bunnies palette, and we both created different looks. So, yep, let me go ahead and introduce her on the channel. During the video, don't forget to or during the live, don't forget to our Instagram information, Twitter, everything's in the description box. After the live, I will also have the links to all of the products that we're talking about today. But yeah, let's just have a good time, you guys. So I know, Amanda. I know. Amanda's saying Blend Bunnies is one of her favorites. I know that it is because I've seen you talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and introduce Kendall.
Hey, what's up everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Benefit just keeps coming out with the same over and over and over again. Naked Wild West palette. Just go with it. And it makes you look really scary. It makes you look like Dwight from that one episode of The Office, and I'll put that picture right here. Terrifying. Blendiful? Blendiful? They're easy to blend. Is blendiful a word? I don't know.
Welcome, Kendall. Hold on. We do something here. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't hear it. How are you?
Oh,
Welcome to my channel. We're so excited
thank
that you're
you. So excited
here.
to be here.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
excited to
so
be
excited.
here.
I know. Vanessa. Oh, hello, Vanessa. Oh, we have our friend from Thailand again. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? We're so happy that you're here. Ooh, sorry. I got distracted. Volume 2 Blend Bunnies is going to be out and it has shimmers in it. Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so show us your eye look because you're also using Blend Bunnies. So let me see your eye look.
okay. So listen, this is it. I don't do color. Okay. I feel like I'm about to get kicked off the live.
No!
I'm not.
We're going to convert you. We're going to convert you. I think you do color. Let me see. Let me see. It looks fine. No, let me see. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Give us today's beat and do like the little Yadi thing that she is so annoying and does all the time. There we go.
I looked at a picture of Michaela from TikTok. We all know and love her.
Uh-huh.
I literally just looked at a picture of her using this palette and I tried to replicate it. Obviously, never gonna look like hers.
Uh-huh.
Ever in years. So we got some purple in the crease. We got some blue on the lid, some pink on the lower lash line, and I've never felt more uncomfortable.
We should have done our eye look on camera. Damn it. I didn't even think about that. Well, you know what's funny about that is my video that's coming up on Sunday, which I'm very excited about. You guys, like, please give me your feedback because I created a tag. And it's a little cheesy. It's a little deep, but that's kind of who I am. So it's going to be called the content creator tag. I hope that you guys like it. But in that video, I pulled a picture that Michaela did. And I didn't buy the Glam Light palette. I just wasn't going to buy it and, you know, whatever. But there was a look that she did and I really liked it. And then I was so embarrassed by the look I created in the video that I didn't end up posting the picture in the video. And it was just horrific. It photographed really well. And on camera, everything gets washed out. So I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, whatever.
Everything's fine.
It is what it is. So we have Chai here, and she's asking, like, does she need the Blend Bunnies palette? Listen, that's not what we're here to talk about, but I just want to take a minute to show her the palette because our girl Chai is starting to play with color a little bit. So here's the palette, Chai. Oh, yeah, and it's good if you show it, too, because then it's different lighting. You have, like, these neutral moments here, Chai, that I think you could feel a little comfortable with, and then you slowly start to like pop in the other colors, and I think that you would really, really like it actually. I also think that you would like it because this is an all matte palette, and this is why it was such an important palette for me to get because we have a lot of shimmer palettes or a lot of like shimmer and matte palettes, and I was like, this is needed. This is needed. I don't know why, because there's not a damn thing I need in my collection, but we're going to talk about that a little later. So yeah, we love it. If you want to have all the things, all the mattes, you're going to love it. So we have questions here. Does it really blend well? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, I am very much just your average makeup consumer. I am not like an expert by any means, and this was very easy. I actually did a video for my job using this palette. We're having an 80s night tomorrow. Wanted to do a look using this. So, and it was easy. I think it's so easy to blend.
Okay. And did you go with pink for your 80s night look? What colors did you use? No?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I was like, you have to use the pink. Like the neon pinks and oranges.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, for me, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, like, it wasn't about the makeup in my video for Sunday, but I did have, like today, I was blending the colors in and it worked perfectly. But then when, like for that video, I was like trying to pack on the green real heavy. And it's like so like, not patchy, but like at the end, I just wasn't doing a good job blending it. Obviously, I'm like an average makeup wearer as well. Like I've never done makeup professionally. So I had an issue blending it out a little bit, but it was because I was also going in like super ham and trying to pack on the color. So maybe don't do that. Like blend it in lightly, one color at a time, because today I had absolutely no issues and I'm just like loving, loving, loving this look, you guys. The lights, I think Chai is right. The lights are blowing it out just a little bit, but it's bomb. Like I'll post it on Instagram if you guys want me to afterwards. So I really like it. I really, really like it. So yeah. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see. Yes, blends like a dream. See, Amanda's played with this palette a whole lot more than I have. So I think, yeah. I think you'll like it. Victoria Morin. Who? Oh, hey, Indecents. How are you? Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Like, I know that things are a little bit different now because, you know, I guess life is back up and open. So people are going out and doing different things. So for everybody that's hanging out with us, like, thank you so much. I think that it will be a lot of fun. As we go through our summer beauty favorites, I was talking to Kendall in the back, like backstage, and I was like, there's just like some heavy stuff that's kind of on my mind. So I think we'll talk about it a little bit. And excuse me, I think like there's a lot of us that watch each other's videos and stuff. And so one of the things that's been like a super relevant topic, like not only here, like at home, but also like with our community has been a very important video that my friend Beauty and the Frizz posted this week about overconsumption in the beauty industry and the beauty community and like how heavy that is and how hard it is for us sometimes. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that because I actually have products here that are not new. There's a couple new, but most of them are not new. And for like a few weeks, that's been the thing. It's just like we're kind of at our breaking point. So I do want to hear from you, Kendall, like as we get talking about it, like how you're feeling about like YouTube and all the new and like it's Christmas in July. This is my first July where I noticed the difference because last year I had just started my channel, but it's like the beauty industry and all the brands like literally throw up on you with all the new in July. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't ready for it. And I feel really turned off by it. So I just kind of want to talk about that a little bit. But before we do, introduce your channel a little bit and like tell us what you like to do on your channel and like what are you about and like, you know, if you want, tell us your dreams and aspirations as well as your social security number, and then we'll move on. Yeah, go ahead.
My social security number isn't going to do anybody any good.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, hi, everybody. I'm Kendall. You can find my channel at Kendall Elizabeth, and that's also my Instagram name. I have been on YouTube for maybe a year and a half, and I started my channel because I have a huge passion for animals. That's like my big thing. And that's going to tie into makeup in a minute. So hold on. Okay. And I got into makeup and I started kind of researching how animals are tested in the cosmetics industry. And so I started, you know, consuming cruelty-free products. And I didn't see a lot of cruelty-free channels on YouTube at the time. There's so many now that I've actually looked into it, but I started my channel because I wanted to educate people on cruelty-free brands and how awesome cruelty-free cosmetics are without shaming people, because I know it's not for everybody, and I'm not here to be like, oh, you don't buy cruelty-free. Well, no, it's
I'm side-eyeing you. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, I would prefer if everyone bought cruelty-free, but I know that's not the case and that's never going to happen. My dreams and aspirations are for so many people to make a push for cruelty-free cosmetics where they do away with animal testing in cosmetics for good. And that's like my ultimate dream ever. So.
Wow. So that is also something that I think I've heard you talk about before, but somebody said this. Was it in Kara's chat? I can't remember, but they're like, it's 2021. Like, what are you even doing not being cruelty-free and vegan? And I was like, maybe that was like my premiere. Somebody said that and I was like, oh, I've heard about that. Like, I'm more interested in that, but like, it's one of those things where I just haven't mentally made the space for it. And I talk about it in my video that's coming up Sunday because I'm like, there's this one creator that I've been so obsessed with, which is Kelly Gooch. And
I love her.
Like, she talks about cruelty-free and vegan products, and I'm like, oh. But then I never think about it because all the products she talks about are products I use. So it's like, it's not as hard as we think it is to go cruelty-free and vegan, but we just have to be on the lookout for it. I don't know, maybe that's a good 2022 goal for me. I just don't know enough about it. But I love that creators like you are kind of bringing it up more and more and making it a relevant discussion.
Yeah. And just while I'm on here and I have some people live, I just want to say that when I first, learned about this, it's not just like lab rats and rabbits that are being tested on. They're testing on beagles, like the dogs. And I have 2 beagles, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. They
Why
test on
beagles
them.
specifically?
It's because of their temperament. It's because they can last a long time in kennels, and they are very easy. They're very forgiving dogs.
Oh,
And isn't that just
wow.
heartbreaking?
It is. So, I've talked about my son before, the youngest son that I have. He was born with a liver condition. So, before his transplant, he used to break his legs a lot. He just didn't have the right vitamins and nutrients in his body. And so then at a certain point, like he was always in a cast, always laying down and just not able to be very mobile. And so we thought it would be like a good idea to get him like an emotional support animal. And so the one that we thought to get with my friend's direction was a beagle, because they're very smart and they can be trained very easily to be like, support animals or whatever. And beautiful lemon beagle. She was just lovely. And then we find out that we actually had to get rid of her because during the healing process after the transplant, it's just not sanitary for us to have inside pets. Okay. So we actually ended up having to gift her away to a friend. But beagles have always been like, pugs and beagles have always been like the dogs that we're like so in love with. And so that's really heartbreaking. I didn't know that. Because I do have an emotional detachment from rats. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I could give 2 shits. Just saying.
That's what people think it is. They think it's rats and rabbits, which, I mean, still, to me, I eat a completely plant-based diet, so I'm very much animal rights. But a lot of people don't realize that it's dogs, it's beagles, and they test on them, and then when they're no longer useful.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Sorry,
know. This is so sad. I don't even know what to say. That's so sad.
Really dark.
Okay. But that, I think, like, not to be like the Grim Reaper or whatever, but like those are the types of conversations that we have to have, because I've literally never ever heard anybody say that when it comes to cruelty-free and vegan products. Like, I've just never heard anybody say that. And I actually have researched it a little bit. I've never read that. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. So I don't know what to say. I think that's so heartbreaking. Wow. That's really important. It's really important for you to share that. Let me see what Locke is saying. So she's like, I try to stay mindful and shop cruelty-free unless I have not found an alternative I like. Going cruelty-free has deterred me from buying some brands like Tom Ford. Wow. Locke, and I don't know if you know this, Kendall, but would you say that like luxury brands tend to not be cruelty-free and vegan? Like, does anybody in the chat know? Do you know?
It's a lot of the luxury brands test on animals, and what they'll do is, I know Benefit's not luxury, but just as an example, because they do this all the time, Benefit is very misleading. If you go on their FAQ page and there's the question, are you cruelty free? They say in one paragraph, we're cruelty free, we do what we can to, deter animal testing. But then right below that it says, however, where it's required by law, those products are tested. It's very misleading, and a lot of people don't know certain brands actually test on animals.
Well, and there's brands that we like, or like we really like their products, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like this week, and I know it's kind of a shallow comparison, but like this week with the whole Pat McGrath release, like, the misleading marketing tactics that brands use and blah, 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 But somebody's asking, is Pat McGrath cruelty free?
I think they are.
Okay, thank you. Oh my God. I was so scared. Everybody was going to drop off the chat like, peace out, I'm gone.
I just got blocked by everybody. No. Yes,
okay, good.
I actually emailed the customer service rep because they don't have it on their FAQ page, which is typically a really bad sign if they don't have that. So I reached out to their customer service and they did confirm they're cruelty free. I don't believe they're vegan, but
What does vegan mean? So we know cruelty free. What does vegan mean?
So vegan means no animal products whatsoever were made in the ingredients. So I eat a completely vegan diet. So no dairy, no milk, no egg, nothing. So in cosmetics terms, to get red eyeshadow, they use carmine, which is beetle. So that would be considered not vegan.
Not vegan.
And then when they use honey in products, I know like in a lot of Bite lip balms and stuff, there's honey and agave. Or not, agave is vegan, but like honey, that would be considered not vegan.
Wow. You're like really inspiring me because like, look, we have questions about like luxury and what brands. Like it's really like, it's intriguing to me. So I'm like, maybe this requires a little bit more research in the luxury space, because although I've like started to kind of shift away from like branding myself as a luxury channel, like truly like that's kind of where my heart is. And like, I like the experience and I like this and all that, blah, blah, blah. I also love indie, which we see a lot of cruelty-free and vegan in the indie space as well. But
yeah, most indie
it's kind of intriguing to me. Like, I need to go research this and like, not to offend anyone, but at least provide the information just so that they can make the best choice for them, right? Because it's a no judgment zone here. You do you, boo. But I'm just saying, sometimes we get to these like crossroads where we're like, like, I kind of don't like that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
and again, I'm never going to sit here and like berate somebody. I have people in my life that like, they'll be eating a steak in front of me and they'll be like, oh, Kendall, sorry. And I'm like, that's your choice. I live my life the way I want to live it. It's fine. No one's hurting
yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, that's like my biggest thing is just like, do what you want, girl. Do what makes you happy. Yeah. Wear all the eyeshadow and all the concealer and all the lipstick that you want to wear. And I will too, or not. Like, I just want everybody to be happy doing their own thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, like I said, there's always these crossroads where it's like, do we want to keep doing what we what we have been doing without the right research? Here we go. Here's wisdom right here. If you do your research, no animals are harmed in the making of Japanese brushes. The animals are brushed gently. Okay, I guess we're having a question about brushes.
I don't know much about brushes. I buy all synthetic brushes just because it's just, peace of mind.
Yeah, so I will say that I have done research like Lorraine for natural haired brushes, and I know like I got into conversations before with Sonia, for instance, and it's just like, okay, I was like, so what determines whether it's cruelty free or not? Because I saw a post by like one of like the makeup release channels on Instagram this week that I don't care to repeat in any way because I don't agree with it, because from me doing my research, like the way that she said that they stay on the cruelty-free side is just like the way that they do it is they have farms, in Japan, and they'll brush the animal. And I'm like, okay, that's not cruel at all, except that maybe they're not in the wild and they want to be. I don't know. But these are goat-haired brushes, So for me, that's the thing. It's everybody has to figure out what feels good to them. As long as they're good with what they're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Because for me, it's like, well, that doesn't seem cruel to me. And I would hope that, and I think that Sonia is diligent about making sure that, these animals are kept in like really nice places and blah, 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 as much as she can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. Like, I can't go down that rabbit hole because then we would never get anything done. But you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I just
saw Locke, cruelty free kitty is a great resource. She has an Instagram and a website. She posts every brand you can think of. She has a list of who's cruelty free and who's not. So
PETA's a good resource too, but there are some discrepancies. Cruelty free kitty. Okay, cool.
I would do cruelty-free kitty or ethical elephant. I would stay away from PETA just because they're very aggressive. And I just think to try to talk to somebody about this, you want to use like a friendly approach, you know what I mean? And PETA is very aggressive.
And respect for others' opinions
Yes.
and
Yeah.
tactfulness. I mean, just have a little tactfulness, you know?
Like
But
I will post stuff on my channel to be like, oh, and they're cruelty free. And I've had people message me and be like, well, there's other things that go on in cosmetics that aren't right too, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, but this is like, that's just what I'm passionate about, and you don't have to be, and that's totally fine. I just, if anyone has questions or anything, feel free to message me. But I'm not here to berate anybody. I don't care what you do.
yeah. But I think that that's like something to really like be noted. Like, we're not here to like, and I tell my kids this all the time because that's how my mom used to talk to me, you know, coming from a very religious household. Like, I'm not here to push my convictions on you. Like, I know where I stand. I know what feels right to me and what, you know, depending on what your religious background is or not. For me, I grew up Christian. So it's like, I know what my convictions are, and like, that's between me and God, and like, you're different. And I tell my kids this, like, I'm not here to push my convictions on you. Like, you're going to figure out what feels right for you. But like, you know, we provide the information so that they can make a choice that doesn't hurt others and that feels good, you know? So that's all I say. But I didn't mean to get down this rabbit hole, but let's see here, because Liz really likes to, like, she educates herself on so many topics. I really love watching her stories because she always has so much good information. So the discrepancies exist because people and companies have different definitions of cruelty-free. Okay, so that's important to know as well. So you know what? Education is power. Like, go out and do your research and then figure out what works for you. So I didn't mean to get down this rabbit hole, but I think it's important, and I think it's something that I've been hearing more and more. So I've been curious about it anyway. I understand the need for cruelty-free products, but I'm not sure I understand the vegan makeup product movement.
I agree with this, and this is coming from someone that eats a completely vegan diet. I have products in my makeup collection that aren't vegan just because, I don't know, I guess I just don't think about it, which I guess kind of makes me hypocritical in a way, but
it makes us human. It makes us human.
Yeah.
That's what it makes us. Yeah.
I guess I can't say I'm truly vegan because I do consume honey. I don't consider that a bad thing, but yeah, I don't quite fully grasp the vegan makeup line anyway. I guess, I mean, it is kind of gross when you think about it. There's crushed up beetles and red eyeshadow, but that's, I mean,
and it stains your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, well, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for just kind of going through this with us and having the conversation, because I think like that's where mutual respect for others' opinions comes from, is by having an open discussion where nobody's judging anybody else. So I really love that. Sometimes we kind of just get into it here, and these people in the chat, like, they already know. Like, these are my people. Like, we can talk about everything. We can fight it out, hash it out, and then after the live, we're all friends because we just respect each other's views, okay? So that's what I will say. So, yes, I do not judge. I respect everyone and their livelihood. I eat vegan, vegetarian, but I cook meat for some members. Yeah, there we go. And that's, God, I just love these people so much. When Bite reformulated for removing lanolin, I got, she got.
What's lanolin?
Yeah. It's tell us what it is, Liz, but it's like a hydrator. It's kind of like, having like it's a moisturizer. It's something that softens the lips, and yeah, hold on. Jeez, I don't know. Liz, tell us what lanolin is, but that's what it is. Liz. I remember that I put lanolin on my nipples when my kids were tearing them up when I was trying to feed them. Ungrateful little brats. And I got lanolin for my nipples. That's all I know. Thank you, Locke. Hi, Cat. How are you? No, you haven't missed most of it. We just started, but we kind of started talking about cruelty-free and vegan stuff. So, yes. Vegan is a strict meaning diet, clothing, shoes, and all animal-free. Okay, got it. From animal skin like animal oil. Okay. Okay, Liz, we're waiting on you to, like, tell us what lanolin is, but it's like a hydrator. It's like a moisturizer. So, yeah. Okay, cool. So now, if it's okay with everybody, we'll kind of move on and we'll start talking about our summer favorites. Like I said, I have some new stuff, but then a lot of it is not new. Like, it's not gonna, like, knock your socks off and make you run to Sephora, which will lead into our next conversation after we're done sharing. But let's go ahead and get started. Do you want to, usually I start with base and then I go like to like the rest of the complexion products and eyes. Do you want to start that way, or we'll kind of follow your lead? What do you want to do?
Yeah, no, sure, that's fine. We can do just like beginning to end. So I don't have any oh, you know what? I lied. I do. Okay, so I live in Georgia. It's hot. I know you live in Texas, right?
I'm in Texas. It's freaking humid AF. It is horrible here.
It's hot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't be like normal people and get to wear regular makeup outside because I've learned, I thought I was a dry skin girl. I'm an oily skin girl.
Same girl, same.
I've been lying to everybody since day one. I thought I had dry skin. I don't know what happened. The Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, chef's kiss, everybody. I just put a little bit of this on my face, blend it out, and that's all I need.
Okay.
No foundation, no nothing.
Did you recently used it in a video? I don't know, the power of influence, because then I picked it up and I was like, oh shit, I like this like a lot. I haven't used it in a while. So I saw you use it and I was like, yeah, girl, yeah. It's here somewhere. And I was like, let me go get it. So that's great.
No,
okay. Do you use that instead of a foundation, you said?
Yeah. So on days where I know I'm going to be outside for like a long period of time, I'll just slap this on all over my face and just rub it in with a brush, and then I'll put on some bronzer and mascara and I'm good to go. So
okay.
That's that.
Okay. And for me, can I share my complexion real quick?
No.
Please? Okay. The one that has been a favorite, you guys, and I can totally see me doing this again like next summer. Like I'm loving it so much. The video didn't immediately do well, and it's starting to like trend upwards, is my review of this brand. I said Amy Cole, but then, Vicky J kind of said Ami Collet, and I was like, oh yeah, she probably said it right and I didn't. But it is such a nice skin tint, you guys. I've been all about the skin tints this summer. And then I will say that like this, sometimes if it looks a little light to me, I've been doing this for years. I'll put like a couple of the debronzy drops from Drunk Elephant. You can't see it. It's too light in here. But I love this combination. It's really, really light and it doesn't make my skin oily. I was the same. I came from California and I didn't realize how dry California was until I came to Texas. And then I'm like, I have oily skin. I mean, my skin loves it. It's good for your skin, but I can't wear thick, heavy foundation anyway. So that's what I've been doing. I really, really like it. And my Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah. Go ahead. What's next?
All right. So these next two products, three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, powder foundations. I feel like, okay, so I do have some dry patches. I feel like powder foundation would just like cling. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, me too. So Lorraine, she's kind of my shade twin, I think. And so let me know, Lorraine, because you have oily skin. I tried to buy the Fenty powder foundation and it looks so gross and it kind of clinged like you're saying, Kendall. But then I also have the Revlon. Is it the Revlon powder foundation? It's either Revlon or L'Oreal. It's like a clear foundation compact with like a red rim. And that one's beautiful. But if I want a little more coverage, I'll go in with a skin tint and then I'll set with that powder foundation and it's gorgeous. But this is where drugstore was better than high-end in my opinion. So that's all I'm going to say, because I didn't even like the La Mer powder foundation, and that shit was expensive. And so, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so these next three products I have found to be my perfect long-wearing, no creasing, no sweating off face products. And they're the All-Nighter Urban Decay.
That is like,
Okay, I know these aren't like new by any means, but I just got turned on to these a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh. They stay with all these in conjunction together. They stay.
So that powder I didn't even know about. And I was like, you guys, did you guys know about this powder? This powder is bomb. And they're like, Yeah, and it's in my purse because that's how good it is. And everybody in the chat was like, yes, Yadi, duh. Like, that's been a holy grail. I'm like, I had no idea. Now, for my Urban Decay foundation, I can pull it really quick, but I have like that much left because that's how much I love, love, love that foundation. Is so good. It's
It's
so
so good.
good.
And you were saying you have the bronzing drops from
Drunk Elephant.
Oh yeah, Drunk Elephant. So Drunk Elephant's super expensive. You need to try this. I just got this, so I can't like speak how good it is. This is the Flower Beauty Heatwave bronzing drops.
Oh.
Try it. It's
Okay,
like
I will. I actually really like Flower Beauty. Actually, I just think that they're really, really good. I just want to say really quick, hi, Christiane. I love her. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Okay, yes. So we are the same shade twin. Girl, please. I'm grateful for you. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, so she says that she preps the Fenty powder foundation with a little skin tint. I'm gonna try that. Well, actually, no, I'm not because I don't even have the Fenty powder foundation and I'm not going to buy it because we'll talk about it later. That's why. But let me see. Okay, I bought this powder because of you, Yadi, and I'm loving it. Yes, it's so, so good. It's so light, almost to the point where I didn't even think I was wearing anything. And I was like, dude, this is gorgeous. I freaking
and
love
it looks kind of dark. I mean, for me, I have very fair skin, so
it.
it looks very dark in the pan. But for all the fair skin ladies out there, it's really not. It goes on so nicely. I had a huge problem with my mascara throughout the day, getting down here on my under eyes, and then once I started setting my under eyes with this, no more mascara.
Honey, it's waterproof. It's waterproof. Just, I didn't say it, Chai did. But it's the truth. It's waterproof. That's why. You're welcome. Listen, listen. You guys, you don't need to buy anything else. Just buy that powder. Okay, next. Let's see here. I don't have a powder. I have a loose powder that I've been using religiously. And I bought a ton of other stuff when I bought this, but this is the only one that's stayed on my vanity. And it's the Chanel, like Universal something, Natural Finish Loose Powder. It's very, very blurry, you guys. It's so, so beautiful. And I've really, really liked it. I can't pair it with my Chanel Velvet Latent foundation because it's just too mattifying even on my oily skin. But this powder has been really, really nice to set everything. The Urban Decay stays in my purse. Like, it just stays there. Chai already knows because she was with me the other day. And it's so, so pretty. So go ahead. What's next?
All right. Bronzer. The e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I reach for this.
I love e.l.f. I love e.l.f.
Bronzers. I have the Huda bronzer. I have the Too Faced chocolate bronzer. I have bronzer sticks galore. I have every bronzer you can think of, and I reach for this every single day. It is so perfect. I have the lightest shade, which is Forever Sunkissed, and it is just this beautiful natural...
Is that the lightest shade?
I think so. I feel like I would have gotten the lightest shade.
Yeah. I'm just asking because, hold on. I'm just asking because that is such a beautiful one for me, too.
It's great.
I have Forever Sunkissed, too. And it works for me. Yes, I promise you it works for me. Well, I have a little bit here, but, like, it really, really, look at that. Like, it's better during the winter for sure. But it works for me. It doesn't.
Yeah, I love it.
Too light. Now, somebody was super offended because I did like a Chantecaille live once, and I said that I would like do like a full face of luxury or a full face of Chantecaille, and then set it all with like e.l.f. powder. Their powders are really, really pretty, you guys. They're so pretty.
Have you tried the primer infused blush?
Girl, there's like. Yeah, 3 of them right there. Yes. No, listen.
Yes, Kendall.
e.l.f. is my favorite drugstore brand. I've said that a few times on my channel. I just really like them. I really like Milani too, but like for the most part, e.l.f. can do no wrong in my mind, except for that stupid wannabe CC It Cosmetics cream. That foundation does not work. I don't care what anybody says, but everything they do is really, really good. So I like it. All right, let me see. This crew finally talked me into Dior and Gucci bronzers. I love them. I also, yeah. The Gucci bronzer is bomb. The Dior bronzer, I haven't showed it too much on my channel, but it is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Yeah, let me see here. I love the Chanel powder. Yeah, it's so good, Blue Livin'. It's so good. Have you tried their eye primer? Eye primer for what? Oh, e.l.f. Yeah, I didn't like it, to be honest.
Is that the putty eye primer?
Yeah, maybe that's what she's talking about. I tried it. I did not like it. I didn't like it so much. I threw it out. There was no point in taking up. But I'm like a serial declutterer. Like I can't handle it. I throw shit out all the time. I don't throw it out. I give it to my sister or my daughter-in-law. Yeah, I don't throw it out. But I'm like, if it's not serving me, move on. Okay, I want to talk about my bronzer because it's not new, but it's so pretty. And I got like the gift from Sephora this year, and I was like, oh my god, I had never tried it, and it's so pretty. It's the Laguna bronzer. And right now, please don't go buy anything, you guys. But I just want to tell you what I did. Let me see. Right now at Sephora, they have like a Sephora exclusive where you get like the bronzer, the Orgasm blush, and then a little brush like to use. And it's like really perfect for this size here. But I just haven't been like too into NARS. And I'm really loving this Laguna bronzer. I also like really support brands doing mini versions because we're not going to go through them all. So that's my favorite bronzer right now is the Laguna. I absolutely love it. So yeah, go ahead.
Take a sip of my wine.
Okay. What are you drinking, by the way? What are you drinking?
Gas station wine.
We drink canned wine on our channel. So yeah.
The Woodbridge Cabernet Sauvignon.
Is it Sauvignon Blanc or is it a Cabernet? It can't be both. Okay. It can't be both, honey. All right. Well, very nice.
I know nothing about wines. I know nothing.
I don't either. I pretend I do though. And my brother-in-law used to be like, he used to work for like a really like upscale little hip like Italian restaurant in Hollywood. And so he used to be their wine purchaser. So anytime we wanted to sound smart, we would just ask him and he would tell us. So, but I kind of, you know, I buy a lot of wines, so I know what I like. Yeah, so she was talking about the Putty Primer.
You know, I didn't like the eye primer. I didn't like the e.l.f. Putty face primer. I thought it was so slick.
Yeah, I didn't like the Putty Primer either. I thought I would because I didn't like the Tatcha one either, so maybe my skin just doesn't like that formula. The CC Cream AEP Beauty, listen, no disrespect, honey. I hate that shit. It's so bad.
I didn't like that, and I didn't like the It Cosmetics CC cream. It looks so cakey on my skin.
Oh, really? I like the It Cosmetics, but I can only do like a tiny little bit, like with a more luminous foundation. But hey, Coco, how are you? So yeah, I didn't like it, but they e.l.f. released like the green like primer, the jelly primer.
Yeah,
that was really good. I did like that.
I got the pink one, the pink jelly primer.
I don't know, like the watermelon one.
I think so. I don't have like an opinion on it. I only used it once, but
I have the green one and I liked it, so I thought that was good. So that's good. Okay, so moving on. Oh, look at this. Yeah, but damn it, Ronnie. I'm just not buying anything right now. I'll show you. I'll share why later, but I'm not. Okay, look, wine. Let's talk about wine. I can buy wine. I do the Martha Stewart Wine Club and get a great selection every 3 months. I also do the okay, I want to try that. I want that. We'll talk about what I'm sort of kind of leaning towards, but anyway. Stella Rosa. Oh my God, Sunsaray. That's because you're such a sweet girl. You love Stella Rosa. Listen, I can't do anything sweet. I don't know why. I can't do dessert wines and I can't do anything sweet. Truth be told, I'm even getting too old for like red wines. Like they're more acidic and heavier. So like I'm getting old and I get like, what is it called? Like the heartburn and stuff. So I'm
I
doing,
love red.
yeah, I do too. Like that's my thing. But like I do like more lighter, like whites or rosés or Proseccos. And like that's what I stick with right now. But I do love like the canned wine. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, AAP. I like the canned wine. Kara got me into that, Beauty and the Frizz. And then I also am loving just Prosecco and like Prosecco Rosé, which is like a new thing for me. I don't know. No, not old. Don't get it twisted, honey. Old is a state of mind. I am more youthful than your 13-year-old boys at home. I'm just saying, my body is feeling it just a little bit more. Anyway, all right. Okay, next. What's after bronzer? Tell me.
Blush, my friend.
Got it.
Okay, I hate that I love this, but the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge collection that she came out with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Why do
obsessed
you hate that you like it?
because it was so expensive.
Okay. How much was it?
And the whole bronzer collection that she just released.
Yeah. I'm just like, listen, maybe it's just me, but like for me, it's like I think like brands like Hourglass now with this whole bronzer BS with Jaclyn, like Charlotte Holdcroft here on YouTube had a video today, and she was talking about why she doesn't support Hourglass. She's talked about it before. I refuse to support a brand that makes other people feel like shit that don't look like them or like me, because I'm medium skin tone. I can use anything, guys, but I'm not going to use something that makes other people feel like shit, and like that's just what it is. But at the same time, hey, listen, I was going to buy that palette. I was going to buy it because I thought it was pretty and I wanted to kind of like compare it to like Pat McGrath blushes, and it's been the summer of blushes. I didn't buy it because I had bought so much other stuff that week. But, you know, if you have it and you like it, then, you know, use it. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
We can only do better when we know better, you know? So that's it.
I do just have an issue with the bronzer because every single one of those bronzers would work for me, and I have very fair skin, and that's just not it's not acceptable. But I really do like this blush collection. I bought the entire collection because
a lot of people do. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's so pretty.
It is so pretty. That orange is making me so jealous. Yeah. I really want it.
It's pigmented. It's creamy. The little the powders, which I didn't think I was gonna like, they have just a nice like airbrush finish to the skin.
That's what I wanted. I wanted that one.
And then the cream blush. It's so pigmented.
That is so pretty.
It blends out like a dream. So yeah, this is what I've been reaching for. This and obviously my e.l.f. primer blushes. And my Vive by Jamie Genevieve blushes. Those are my
people always tell me to try her stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. I watched her. Okay, this is an unpopular opinion. Please don't kill me, you guys. But I watched her, and it's hard for me to watch her. Like, I feel like she's all over the place. I don't know why. Okay.
Real quick, I have like this. So a few weeks ago, I had always seen like the brand Vive just like floating around YouTube. And I had a horrible migraine one day. So I was in bed all day and I just binge watched Jamie Genevieve. And oh my gosh, I love her so much. I want to be her best friend. I think she's great. This is all filled with Vive products.
Really? And I think she's cute. I think she's like, I think she keeps it very real on her channel. It's just, this is going to sound so horrible. I don't mean it any other way except like I watch a lot of YouTube. Like a lot of my friends are creators. And so when I'm working, when I'm driving, when I'm doing dishes, like whatever I'm doing, I'm like listening to stuff, you know? And it's hard to listen to her. I don't know why. Like
Is it
her
just
accent is like not the accent I like to listen to. I don't know what it is.
I love it.
I feel horrible.
No, don't. I think it's just because she does have a very, very thick Scottish accent. So if you're just listening, you probably aren't catching what she's saying. You have to be like watching her mouth move to see what she's saying. But you got to check out Vive. This is one of the blushes.
I think it's Tammy here in the chat that keeps telling me, try her, try her. I'm like, oh, I got to try her. Okay, I want to go back and like stop for a second because this is true. So when the whole Hourglass, like, remember when they had this release like at the beginning of the year and they pretended to bring deeper shades and they didn't? So everybody called them out on their bullshit. So I had purchased like beautiful little Hourglass gift sets from my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I returned them. I don't know if I returned them or I gave them away to my sister and my daughter-in-law, but I was like, nobody's going to get this from me because I'm so mad at them. Like, I'm not doing this. And it's true. Like, I actually don't use my Hourglass stuff anymore. And it's sitting there. I haven't thrown it out yet, but I have trouble using brands that I don't support because I'm like, you guys are full of shit. Like, I don't like when people say, like, oh, it's hard. You know, the same thing that Jacqueline said. It's so hard to formulate deeper skin tones.
Nah.
You know what? It's easier if you just wait until you have the full collection. How about that? Or why don't you, like, there's no way you can say it's hard because indie brands are doing it. They have a way limited marketing budget or development and research and development budget. So you're full of shit. That's all I'm going to say. And so that's what I don't like when they say that. Now, there was something else that happened. Michelle Wong. And I love Michelle Wong. I wouldn't say we're besties or anything, but we're friendly. But I guess somebody was like totally dragging Michelle Wong today. Can you guys like fill us in? We'll keep talking, but just let us know what happened. Like, I don't know. Listen, this is the thing. And that's why, like, if you are loving the Jaclyn Hill blush palette and you're using it, you knowing better with the whole bronzer collection means that you can do better, right? Bronzers came out after the blush. But if you're loving it, use it, whatever. I love that people here are also saying, like, hey, like, that doesn't mean that you get to just drag somebody through the mud and be so mean to them and, like, cancel culture and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, there's no time for that. You guys, if anything from the last year and a half we've learned, like, time is so precious. The time we have together is so special to me because I do consider you all friends. Like, I just love that everybody here in the chat can just be so kind and just be like, you know, it is what it is. We make our decisions with money. Yeah.
I do really like Jaclyn Hill, but when she came out with that video, I just wanted to be like, what are you not getting? Like, your products are sold in Morphe. You can't sit there and say you don't have the funds.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're not an indie brand. Like, you have very big investors behind you. You got lazy or you got anxious or it was, you know, summertime and you wanted to have the right release for summer. And so you jumped the gun. But you just weren't a thoughtful brand owner. And yeah, we're going to call you out on your BS. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, that's just what it is. But all right. Well, I guess we're moving on. Okay. Let me see. Yadi Beauty, when they're canceled. Let me see. When they cancel an entire community from using their range, I cancel them from my exactly. We make our choices and we make our voices heard with our dollars spent, you guys. So like I love that you said that because it's true. So okay, Lorraine is saying they attacked Michelle Wong to the point that Vicky J made a video today defending her. That was absolute brutal. And that's not cool because you guys, like, I can't tell you that I know Michelle like that, but I kind of know Michelle and I've been watching her for 2.5, almost 3 years. Like, and even like in private and then in like her more like raw and honest videos that she does, like she is one of the most humble individuals, the most loving individuals. Like she just like, she's never ever unkind to anyone. And I just don't know. Okay. Somebody's asking, so Vicky J just showing us what a queen she is. I just have to say this, Vicky J, showing us what a queen she is and like how she does not put up with that BS. And I love that she stood up for Michelle. Like, I really love that. So I'm going to go back and watch, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, Vanessa's saying, can we recommend a color corrector? Vanessa, I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. There are 2 color correctors that I recommend because I like that they look nice. However, I don't really use one of these too often, but the other one I do. And I can, if you find me on Instagram or email me, I can send you like specifics on the one that I do recommend. So the one that I have handy is the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. It's a cream color corrector, and you just pat it under the eyes and it looks absolutely beautiful. The color corrector that I use, I don't necessarily use it for color correcting, but since these are summer beauty favorites, I think that it's very relevant. It's the Color Science Under Eye SPF. And it's like an SPF for like your under eye and your eyelids. I even put it under there. But it comes in like 3 or 4 different shades. And the shades are meant to color correct as well as protect your under eye from the sun. So that's the one that I recommend. There's a creator that has a storefront that does really well, which is skintruth.com. Her name is Brianna Stanko. And I think if you search for her on YouTube, you'll find a lot of color science resources, and that one is amazing. So those are the 2 color correctors. Do you use any color correctors for your under eye?
Recently, I literally just picked this up last week. The
Oh,
Flower
good.
Beauty one.
Who is it?
Flower Beauty. They have
Oh,
it's so good.
is
Like
it?
yeah. So I have like really purpley blue spots right under my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This works so well, and it's so inexpensive. So if you're looking for, if you just want to like try it, it's a few bucks. I think it's great. They have a variety of colors, so I can't recommend it enough.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I love that we were able to give her drugstore and like mid-range to high-end options because again, you guys, like sometimes, you know, like just because it's less money doesn't mean it's less quality. So I always like to point that out. Okay. All right. So those are the color correctors. So let me talk about my blushes real quick because I know we're all over the place, but it's just kind of a chill session, so it's cool. But this is from from last year, and I'm so happy that I'm still loving it, but it's the Tower 28 Cream Blush. This is in the shade Golden Hour, and it's so beautiful. It's so, so pretty, and it's got a very long-lasting power through, like, humidity or, like, anything. I don't have an issue with sweating too much, but even with humidity, it lasts all day long. And if I want like even more of a luminous finish, because this does give a glowy finish, I will top it with my Nars Orgasm. This is not like new, but you know, again, like I really like it, and it's giving me really, really pretty like luminous finish for the summer. Either that, or I'll just kind of top this with like any Pat McGrath blush, or I'm loving my Sisley blush, like, you know, just like whatever I grab. But these are like my summer beauty favorites because this one is so pretty. It's like, that's why when I saw the orange blush in your Jacqueline palette, I just like melted because it's so pretty. I can't take it, but
it is really pretty.
I'm not going to buy it. But,
anything
you know.
from Tower 28. I feel like I'm missing out. Everyone talks about them.
Oh, I think you would really like it. I bought this on Michelle Wong's recommendation, actually, the Tower 28 blush, and then I got the lip glosses, and they're so beautiful. So I really like them. I think it's a great brand. I think, I wouldn't say underrated, but like people don't talk about them as much this year. So yeah. Oh yeah, Cat. It's so cute. I really, really like that blush. I think it's really good. Let me see. Oh, here's another one. Another recommendation is I really like my AJ Crimson Cream Foundation Color Corrector. You can DM him on Instagram for, wow, that's so cool. Is the formula similar for the Tower 28 bronze and blush? I don't know, Liz. Like, I would think it is, but I don't have a bronzer by them. So if anybody does in the chat, please let her know. The other day, I almost bought like a little mini duo, like a Jouer mini duo, because I was standing in line at Sephora. but I didn't do it. And that's like one of the brands that I really want to try. I really want to try Jouer. Let me see. You use the Natasha Denona cream blush. Ooh, I love those too. Molly sent me a palette. I really, really like it. So let's see. Ah, this is the one that I want to try so bad. I want the bronzer and the blush so bad from LYS Beauty.
The bronzer. It's really good.
Ah, I really want to try it, but I'm not buying right now. Okay, let me see. I have the bronzer, but haven't tried the blush. Okay. Well, this is what I would say, Liz. Like, if you like the bronzer, I think you would really, really love the blush. I think it's really, really nice. So, yeah. The blush, the LYS blushes are on your wish list. Yeah. I don't know if I want the blush. I want the bronzer. I just think that I have enough blush. But let me see. I have one of the blush. Do you want me to see? Nice. I wanted the Moira blushes so badly. And I was like on one of my...
Oh, they look beautiful.
Yeah, I was on one of my like do not buy trips and I didn't get it. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. Let me see what Amanda said because Amanda said something. I want to try some makeup by Yolando. I don't know Yolando. Makeup by Mario, do you mean? Or makeup by Yolando? I don't know what brand that is. Ooh, you will definitely like them, Devin. I really think you will. Quince and Yolando.
Can't.
It's so different to see Kendall with such colorful eyelid.
Don't get used to it.
No, we like it. We like it. I think it's cute on you. Like, you know who it was? It was Chai, heavy on the Chai. If you don't know that she has a channel, she has a really amazing channel. But she's always been like a neutral girl, and like she does a lot of luxury, you know. And so like that stuff is more like washes of color, like very subdued colors. And she always looked beautiful, but lately she's been playing with color, and she looks so good. Sorry. Okay, I'm lost, you guys. I have no flipping clue who Yolando is. Yolando?
Wait, Georgia, like Atlanta, Georgia, or Georgia, like the country?
Is there a country, Georgia?
Isn't there a country called Georgia?
No.
Maybe. If I said that out loud and I'm not right, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot, and no one ever bring this up ever again. Okay? There's a place.
Oh my God, Liz!
There's a place called
Liz Perry in the chat. Please tell us: is Georgia a country? You damn well act like it. Oh no, there's a country. Oh shoot! Now I feel stupid. Georgia is a country at the intersection of Europe and Asia. It's a former Soviet republic that's home to Caucasus mountain villages and Black Sea beaches. It's famous for Vardzia, a sprawling cave monastery dating to the 12th century. Mother lover. And the ancient wine-growing region of Kakheti. The capital, Tbilisi, is known as the diverse architecture, blah, 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 cobblestone streets of its old... I don't feel that bad. It's not that popular. They only have 3.7 million people. So
Okay, well, I feel like a genius right now.
There's a country. I'm sorry, you guys. Holy shit. I'm so uncultured.
Okay, well, apparently Makeup by Yolanda is in Georgia, as in Atlanta, Georgia, which is where I'm from, but I've never heard of them.
I've never heard of them either. And thank goodness, because I don't need to be hearing about nothing else. It's like communist. Is it communist? Wow. There's serious gangsters there. Holy. I feel scared for them now. I learned that Georgia's a country watching the Olympic Games. Oh, shoot. And it's not... Wow. I just sent you a link in your... Thank you, Amanda. My goodness, how embarrassing. Now I feel like I have to buy it just to educate other bimbos like myself that didn't know it was a country. Okay, let's see. You aren't old enough to have grown up during the... Okay, I feel better about myself. There we go. I didn't go to school that day when they were talking about it, so whatever. All right, moving on, moving on. So what are we doing for highlighter?
Okay, I'm glad you asked, Yadi. Okay, so this is a recent find for me, and I'm obsessed with it. This
What
is
is
the
it?
Catrice More Than Glow. It's so good. It's like $8 or $9, I think.
Yes, yes.
I have the shade Supreme Rose Beam, and if I can open it up, I would love to show you.
Please
There we
open
go.
it. Yeah, that'd be great. Ooh, let me see. Swatch it.
Oh gosh, this lighting's horrible. I'm on like
It's okay.
my old AF Mac.
Oh, that's super blinding. Holy shabam.
It's
Go
insane.
go like that. Let me see. Go like that.
So I have
Wow.
yeah, I have all like the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters, which used to be my favorite, and then once I got this bad boy in my hands, this is something else.
Wow. You guys, I am going to oh, okay. Have a good night, Cat. Thanks for coming. If you guys haven't what was I trying to say? What did you just? Oh, Catrice. Oh, yes. Exactly. Okay, because today we talked about very light foundations or like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for her. So I just want to let you guys know, like, if you're into more of like fuller coverage, there's been a lot of rage and like a lot of hype on the Catrice foundation, which is only like $11. I highly suggest that somebody try it out and tell me how they like it.
This one?
Oh, do you like it?
I haven't tried it yet. I just ordered it.
Okay. We'd love to know. Just because sometimes people want like more coverage than I wear, and it's just I don't do like, crazy coverage like that. But oh, bye Devin. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. We really, really loved having you. So, all right. So the highlighter that I want to talk about, there's two. One that I just cannot put down, you guys, like it stays by me everywhere, including like everywhere, is the Pat McGrath Golden Nectar. Man, this stuff is so beautiful. It just is. And she just knows what she's doing. Duh. Regardless of what her marketing team does, but whatever. It's so pretty. I'm really, really liking it. This is a very subtle highlight, but it can kind of pop because I'll do like my setting spray and then I'll put on my Pat McGrath highlighter and it kind of pops. Like it's not as subtle as like the I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona, even though it kind of looks it. But then, yeah, duh. Of course, Pat McGrath. Duh. Yes, girl. But then what I wanted to say is I felt like I hadn't used my Collidos highlighters in a while. And so I pulled out this one, Skywalker. And if you look at me in person, you guys, like I do look a little like there's a little bit of blue shimmer, a little bit, like depending on how I kind of, I can't even pull up that close for you guys to see it. But when you put the highlighter on, it's like your skin doesn't glow, you guys. It doesn't glow. It freaking glistens. Like these highlighters from Collidos are so, so good. And I'm going to show you, like, it looks white in the pan, okay? Looks white in the pan. And then here's what it looks like on my finger. You can kind of see like a little bit of blue luminescence. And then when you swatch it, I mean, I'm trying to show like the blue shift. It's so pretty, you guys. It's just, you can't even waste it. Don't waste it. If you have it, don't waste it. Make sure you apply it because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So that's my, like, one of my favorite like highlighters for summer because it glistens, you guys. Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful.
That'd be great as an eyeshadow topper too.
Sure. Absolutely. And I have Glam Shop on top right now, but yeah, it's really, really beautiful. So those are my highlighters. What do you do next?
Hold on, I just remembered something I need to grab. Please hold. Okay. Okay, so my two go-to eyeshadow palettes right now. My favorite one of all time. I got it a month ago. This is like me in an eyeshadow palette. I love it. It speaks to me. It is the Vive.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
The Essential palette. You're
Okay.
not gonna like it.
Well,
you're
she did
sorry.
an orange look that I really, really liked.
Yeah,
And that's what I was like,
okay.
well, you're good and shit, but I don't like listening to you. I don't know. It's pretty.
It's pretty. This mustard shade right here. Whoop, right there.
Can
It's
you
everything.
swatch? Can you? Yeah, that's the one that she did a look with. Can you swatch the shimmer next to the orange shade?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, so
Yeah, that
you're
the.
probably not gonna see it. My lighting's horrible in here, and then there's the
Oh,
orange.
that mustardy shade is so beautiful.
Is
She
it not?
used it. She used it in her video. I'm sure you saw the video, but she used it.
I
So
love this.
pretty.
This is my go-to. I know this is such like a fall time palette, but I've been using it every single day. I love it so much. It's really not that expensive. It's worth every single penny. I love it.
You have a lot of neutral lovers in the chat. You know, I just could not justify buying a neutral palette because I'd be disappointed in myself, you know? No, I'm just kidding. I don't like neutral shadow.
I just saw Mrs. Unnecessary said, I think it's a new palette Jamie is teasing. I will literally lose my mind.
Ooh, okay. Maybe I need to get on this train.
Honestly, I would suggest getting it. The formula is so good.
Is it? Do you?
I know we're about to talk about it like a
consumerism
thing, but
yeah. So when you talk about the formula, like if you had to compare it to one of the brands that we know, like which brand would you compare it to?
You know what? I find this easier to blend than any other palette that I own. And it makes sense to me. I'm not good at putting colors together. That's why when you messaged me and you're like, let's work with the Blend Bunnies palette today, I was like, okay. I see color and I want to run the other way because I don't know what goes with what. But this is just so like, it's like you can group these together, you can group these together, you can group these together, and everything blends so seamlessly into each other. It's foolproof. I love it so much.
All right.
And then my other palette that I've been loving is my Hindosh palette. Again.
Oh, I never got it.
I really like it. I don't think it's it's not a necessity. If it's not like blowing your mind, it's like But for me, someone that likes very simple neutral looks, this is perfect. And if you have had your eye on this, I think it's great, but it's not like something that you absolutely need.
Okay. But yeah, I thought it was more like an artistry type of palette that I didn't want to like you have to think about it to use it to and so for me I just didn't.
It's so easy. I've been using it like just for quick looks. Like I'll go in with this in the crease and this in the inner corner, and then you can mix and match. The pink is great for blush. The red is great for blush. It's really, really nice.
All right. I don't know. We'll see. You're selling more on the Vive than Hindosh, absolutely. So yeah.
I would say Hindosh, it's not a need. This just works for me, but I would recommend this over the Hindosh palette.
Oh, look at girly girl saying she loves it. She thinks it's so good.
It is really good. But I would say this one.
I was gonna say you're selling me more on that. Liz, do you have? Because Liz is like, ooh, I came back to Vive. So do you have Vive? Do you recommend it? Let me know. All right. So so for eyeshadow, you guys, there is no I pulled my favorites. And I asked Kendall to do this yesterday, but I pulled mine 5 minutes before I got on the laptop with her because I know damn well what my favorites are. My favorites for the summer and something that I was just so blown away by are these. The Juvia's Place, the Rebels quads. They're so beautiful, you guys. They're so good. The formula is beautiful. The one that I was like meh about was actually the mint palette, the mints, and it's so gorgeous. I did post a look with this quad on my Instagram, and you know people liked that look too, but I loved it too. It was so pigmented. Sometimes we hear that the formula will be different from the larger palettes versus like smaller quads like this. I don't agree. I didn't hear that about these, but I'm just saying in general. they're so, so beautiful. The bronzy look, the green look, the mint look, the grays, like all of it was just so gorgeous. So at $10 a quad, I mean, I just highly, highly recommend these if they're still in stock. I think that those are really, really beautiful. Let me see. Dominique Transitions. Let me see what Liz is saying. One of my favorite neutral palettes. Oh, the Vive palette. Okay. All right, girl. I hear you. I think it's like better than ABH, not quite as powder. Wow. Okay. All right, maybe. If I'm in the market for a neutral palette, I won't be in the market for it, but you know, I just like, there's neutrals everywhere, so it's like, I don't like it. I don't like neutrals. But yeah, okay. Okay, thoughts on the new Nars palette? I just saw Britt Clark's live on the... Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm assuming the new Nars palette would be like the eyeshadow palette that I'm like dying for.
It's like the palette, I think, is what it's called.
Okay, I'm not sure, but I really wanted that palette. Not going to buy it. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. So for my eyeshadows, it's the Juvia's Place quads. What is next for you?
Mascara, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Bite mascara. It's what I have on right now. I really like it. It's fine. I have not found a mascara that like knocks my socks off. I don't do false lashes because I found out early this year that I have a severe eyelid reaction to falsies. Yeah, my eyelids swelled up. It looked like a hamburger bun. So
Yeah. That sucks. The mascara that I've been using, because I have eyelash extensions, it's just easier for me to do that because I have really long days, you guys, and they start really early for me. So I only use mascara on the bottom, but I will say that this mascara is really good in the Texas humidity. So if that means anything. But it's the Dior Show Over Curl Mascara. This is in the black. I have it in the blue as well. And I'll just kind of wear whatever I want, black or blue. But this one doesn't smudge on the bottom for me. So I really like that. Another one that doesn't smudge on the bottom during summer or humidity, or if you have like tighter eyes like I do, especially on the bottom, is the Hourglass Extreme Caution Mascara. That one doesn't smudge on me. So those are really, really good. I did want to talk just for 2 seconds before we get into like the last little bit of our discussion is brushes. I wanted to give just an update because we did do these live, and it's the Sonia G Lotus set. I love, love, love these brushes. I don't even think they're available anymore because I wanted to buy a second set. In reality, if you guys saw this area here and you saw how many brushes I have, girl, you don't need a second set. You didn't even need this set. But I'm really, really happy that I have these. They're so, so beautiful. So I wanted to say that. All right, so NARS Climax Extreme Mascara, Chanel Lever. Yeah, the Chanel mascara is really, really good. I will say I do like that. Ooh, Coco. You could do amazing looks. Yeah, so the Chantecaille mascara, I actually love to use that on the top lashes, but I have lash extensions, so I haven't been using it. I didn't have any issues with it smudging on the bottom last year, but last year, you guys, I was only in the house. I didn't even go out to the grocery store, and during the winter, it was fine. I did notice that the Chantecaille mascara did smudge a little on the bottom for me during this summer. That's why it cannot be a summer favorite for me. So I just have to be very clear about that. I'm not changing my mind, y'all. It's just that in the humidity, Chantecaille doesn't do as well. So that's what I will say about that. Ooh, I think, oh, there she goes. Okay. I know. That's what I said. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Okay. So anything else?
just real quick, my two favorite lip products right now, which makes me sad, the Becca lipsticks, R.I.P. This is in the shade Sugar. I love it. It's like the perfect...
Don't put it on. Don't waste it.
Girl, you know I'm going to order more.
Yeah.
For September.
Mm-hmm.
And then another product from Vive, the Lip Dew. They just launched this
Okay.
like a week or two ago. It's so good. It's so glossy. It's got little glitter particles in it, but you can't feel them, which is my favorite thing.
Nice, nice.
And that's
Okay.
it.
Cool. Well, my favorite lip product, there's only one that I've consistently been using, so I just wanted to share. And actually, both of these were gifted from friends here on YouTube. Let me grab the other one so you guys can see. Excuse my very short shorts. Sorry. Tom Ford lip glosses. I had never ever tried them, and then I had two friends gift me like just repeat shades that they had, and so I'm so grateful because these are really expensive. They're like $58 or $56, but just a quick shout out. So my friend Marlo Keenan gifted me this purple one. This is the number 16 Immortelle, and it's just the formula that I'm loving, you guys. The formula is incredible. And like now I know what the hype is. I went to the CCO last weekend with my sister and they didn't have any. So I freaking, that's Immortelle. It's such a beautiful like magenta purplish color. And then the next one, I'm so happy. Vicky J sent me this one. This one's in the shade 06 Ravish. It's like the perfect pinky nude. I feel like, and I just recently ran out of my my Fenty, like just the universal gloss bomb. So this one's the perfect replacement for that. So can you guys see that there? It's so beautiful. The formula is incredible. I'm so, so grateful to my friends that sent these to me. When I'm off my high horse of overconsumption here, I might buy another one, but for now, these are going to have to do. And the good thing is they will last quite a bit. So I will say that these are beautiful. Let me see here. Yes, Tom Ford. Girl, yes. Yeah, so I just bought a Refer brush based on Amanda's recommendation. So just quick shout out to that, you guys, because I think it's still available. It's the Refer number 17. It's like a small buffer brush. I wasn't expecting it to be this little. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous foundation brush. It just buffs everything in so nicely. I used it today for my foundation, and I just think it came out so pretty. I think, yeah. So, yes. Ooh, well, Lisa Eldridge makes my absolute favorite matte formula. I think I've said that before, but yeah. What do you have for brushes?
Have you ever used bling brushes?
What are they called?
Blinged brushes?
No. Where?
Oh, girl.
Is that a brand?
Okay, so, yeah, I found them through Paige Corin. I don't know if you watch her.
No.
But she always talked about these, and they're from Georgia, and they're so good. I mean, obviously, look at them, how pretty they are. They're so good. They're so high quality. They're synthetic brushes. I love them. I have every single set. They are fantastic.
Really? I've heard people talk about them actually now that you're mentioning that, because who is the creator that uses these?
I know Allie Dawson uses them.
I don't.
Paige Corin. I think there's someone else that uses them.
There's somebody else. There's some.
What's her? Kelly Strack, I think.
Yeah, okay, there we go. It's Kelly Strack that uses them, because I don't watch the other two that you mentioned, but I have heard of them actually. And I was kind of thinking about it, but like for synthetic brushes, honestly, like the only ones I have are Sephora Pro and BK Beauty, which I'm obsessed with BK Beauty, but yeah.
I won a set. They did a giveaway, and I won 2 sets of brushes from them, and then I love them so much I bought the rest of them.
Yeah. That's so cool. Somebody said something. CCO in Allen. Chai, we need to go. You guys, I'm so spoiled. You know, Chai, like, she lives in the same area that I do. Yeah. So I just saw her the other day. You would love Allie Dawson. Okay, I'm gonna watch her. Okay, I love when you guys.
She's real cute.
Okay. Okay, Morgan Turner. I don't know if I've ever heard her talk about him, but yeah. Okay. That's pretty much. Yeah. So, Liz, I got my Photosynthesex, the Tom Ford quad. I got that at the CCO. I was really happy. So I did get that. So we've got lip products. We've pretty much got everything. Okay, you guys, those are our summer beauty favorites. I, hope that you guys enjoyed listening to those. Now we're going to get into something serious. So at the beginning of the live, I mentioned that, we had a really important video that came out this week, which was Beauty and the Frizz. She's resting. She's taking a break right now, so that's why she's not here with us. But I still wanted to take this opportunity to kind of go back to that, because this has been a conversation that, truth be told, I've had with people around me and Kara and Ash since the beginning of the year, which is why I kind of went on like a no buy, low buy, which, yeah, right. Who were we kidding? I kind of fell off the wagon on that one. But it's just been something that it was like, for me, it was less about like buying too much. It was more like I was just overwhelmed. It wasn't even about the money or the waste or anything else that, should be something I should be concerned about. But it was more about like just being overwhelmed with how much new I had. I had always been like a girl that had one neutral palette and like one foundation that I would buy once a year, that sort of thing. And then I kind of went off the deep end. There's a lot that goes with that, with everything that happened, starting a channel, my mom passing away. Like, there's so much wrapped up into that. But with this video coming out, like, I just thought it was a good time to kind of like go back and share like our thoughts on it, because Kendall and I kind of feel that way, and we kind of feel like, the pressures of having a channel and being overwhelmed by trying to keep up, but at the same time being overwhelmed by all the new that's coming into our mailboxes. Like, there's just so much. So I'd kind of like to hear like a little bit of like about what you think, Kendall. Like, what do you think about like the pressures of being on YouTube, getting all the new, and then at the same time being mindful of like our finances and what we're doing to create so much waste? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I definitely I felt a lot of pressure to buy every new release that was coming out. Mm-hmm. Whether I liked it or not, because I was like, I need to grow my channel. I need to review stuff. This is what people want to see. And it was like, it came to a point where it was like, what am I doing? I'm using these palettes. It was mainly eyeshadow palettes for me. That was my big spending.
Same.
Too. And I was like, I'm using these palettes and I'm using them once to film a video, and then they go into a drawer, never to be seen again. Mm-hmm. And it was like, who am I doing this for? I started my channel because I wanted to educate people about cruelty-free makeup. Why am I over consuming on all these palettes that I don't like? I don't wear a lot of color. Why am I buying all these glam light palettes that have shimmers and pinks and purples when this is my kind of palette? And I had this, Kara C. Sorry.
Hi, we love you, Kara. We love Kara C on my channel. But go ahead.
I'm coming to Canada so I can come stay with her. I love her so much.
Oh, I want to come too.
Yeah, you come too. Let's all go.
Okay, I want to come too.
Full road trip. And I just felt this overwhelming pressure because I was like, no one's going to want to watch my channel if I don't have the new, latest and greatest, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, why do I care? I started my channel for me. This is fun for me. Makeup is fun for me. Talking about it is fun for me. And I noticed starting to do other videos, like I started doing a Toast It or Roast It series on my channel, which is very much a copycat of Samantha March's Will I Buy It? Mm-hmm. And that got a lot of really great feedback. So I'm not buying. I can't get through any video without dropping something. I don't know if you just heard that, but my palette just went on the floor.
If you guys could see my room, it's really embarrassing. I have a lot.
Yeah, I started to do videos. Yeah, I started to do videos that aren't just, this is the brand new eyeshadow palette. And for me, it's just been a lot better. Because it's just, it's like I kept buying all this stuff, and it's like, for what? Why? To use once and then put it away forever?
Yeah, and I mean it's so like I wouldn't say embarrassing, but or shameful, but at the same time my cheeks do get a little red and heated when I talk about this, but it's like, from the beginning I've always been the one to reach out to bigger channels to collab, or been the one to be like, I don't care. I don't care if you have 50,000 subscribers or if you have 200 subscribers. If I want to introduce you to my channel and my audience, I will, because we're all people. We don't get our value from the number of followers or subscribers that we have. But at the same time, I was contradicting myself with my actions, because at the beginning of the year when I said, hey, no more, I'm going on a no buy for luxury beauty, it wasn't that I didn't like luxury beauty. It's just that I had too much of it. And then I'm going on a low buy for indie, right? Like that was my solution. And it's like the moment that I said that, or that I stopped buying all the new in the luxury beauty space, like views went this way, and subscribers almost halted. Like I think I gained and lost subscribers evenly for like 5 months, to where like I didn't gain a single subscriber for 5 months. It was so hard, you guys. And it's like, I'm not here for all the likes and the views, but I kind of am, I guess, like it's a passion. But at the same time, I want to create this content so that people can watch it. And then you get sucked into like this little hamster wheel. And it's like, how do we stop? Like, I don't know. What is enough? When is enough enough? And I think, like, in being in the premiere with Kara, like the other day, and again, this is a way that her and I have been feeling for a very long time, but it's like to see everybody else come out and just be so honest about like how they were feeling the same exact way. I'm like, great. Like, we're not like the big creators that get a ton of PR. Like, this is all stuff that is keeping us from achieving our financial goals, or keeping us from saving up for the next dream vacation, or for the next car. Like, I have a 15-year-old that's going to start driving in 6 months. Like, I need to buy a car, and like different things like that. And so it's just, and I think that this was like kind of a level where we could all relate, because we all make different incomes. But like, I'm embarrassed to say like how much I make, and to still think that I'm like, buying all this makeup for my channel is stopping me from reaching some financial goals that I have. And like, can we be honest about that, And so like, I don't know, I just like, I'm in this place, and I think a lot of us are, and I just really appreciated everybody being so honest about it, because creator on YouTube or not, sometimes we feel a certain pressure to keep up with everyone else so that we can stay in these conversations with everyone and, be relevant and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, at this point, not that I have a huge channel, just saying, but at this point, I feel like I have such a greater connection to all of you than just makeup, that it's like, can we support each other, whether you're going to buy all the new, or if I'm not going to buy the new? Like, I feel like I have found so many other things to talk to you about than just makeup, and I want to be able to not feel that pressure, So tell me how your channel has been since you stopped buying all the new.
It's really hard to say, but real quick, I came to this realization: I can buy the newest palette that comes out, but I had to think to myself, if I upload a video reviewing this palette, and Tati uploads a video reviewing this palette, who are people going to watch? They're going to watch Tati. So it's kind of like, why am I doing this? I need to just review and play and talk about makeup that I have. But I said it's hard to say how my channel's doing, because I feel like I'm not growing very fast until another creator shouts me out. And I'm not embarrassed by it, because I'm so thankful for them. But I feel like I don't grow without that crutch. Like Samantha March, she was so kind, and she gave me a shout out in one of her recent videos, and I grew 600 subscribers. And I would not be there without her. And it's like, it's just I don't know who's there for me and my personality or who's there just because another creator sent them there. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I love that you brought that up because um, people that know me personally will tell you this, and I love, like, for me, I've always been super blessed, you know, and like what I mean by that is like I've always had a little bit of extra to like make sure that I can share with others, right? So, um, whether you wanted all the makeup or not, like for example, let's just use an example like my sister or my daughter-in-law. Like if I was buying something pretty, we all had to have it because I want everybody to have everything that I have because it's so pretty and we need to enjoy it and blah blah blah. So I would do a ton of giveaways. And then I think that I got into this cycle where like I was doing giveaways, I would gain some subscribers, you know, 0 to 100, and then they would all kind of go away. And it's like, it was kind of like a crutch, you know, where it's like, I'm using this to entice people to subscribe, but it's like all things K just said, it's like, I want authentic subscribers that are here for me, that will hear me talk about nothing or makeup or things that we enjoy. And like, you know, that's where I've kind of just stopped myself a couple times from doing giveaways. And then I'm like, that really sucks though, because that really is who I am in real life. Like I want everybody to have all the nice things, you know, and like I just like get so much joy from like gifting other people like things that I want them to try or that they may not be able to get, like honestly, you know. So it's like I just hate that I've kind of stopped myself in that way because I think that it does serve as a crutch, you know. And so I'm just being honest. In general, like I'm starting to come to the realization where I'm only in competition with myself. And if I'm creating content that's authentic to me, then I can feel good about it whether I grow or not. And then I can still be who I am, which is doing these giveaways and gifting people different things or whatever. But it feels a little like, I don't know, it feels hard because even though I'm 40, this is where it's like a little embarrassing because I'm like, I'm freaking 40 years old. Like I should know damn well who I am, but I'm still letting these things guide my decision making and it's not feeling good, you know? So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, and it's also weird for me because I think I'm at like I'm like 40 away from 2,000 subscribers, which is awesome. It's great. I love that. But if you look at my videos, I average between like 2 to 300 views per video, and it's like, where are all you people at? Where are all these people that are subscribed to my channel? And I appreciate so much the people that are always in my comments, that are always interacting with me. Like I know she left, but Cat, she always comments on my videos, and she's always so great and so supportive. And it's people like that that I see all the time. And I'm not trying to like impress anybody. Like I'm not trying to like blow up and be like a huge YouTuber, but I really do appreciate the people that are there and do comment and do interact, and it means the world to me.
Yeah. So look, we get so many of these comments. It's like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I mean, like Amanda, this girl, like, man, if I'm ever feeling down, like this girl will bring me right back up because
I always see Amanda.
she's such a confidence booster for me, you know, because sometimes I'm feeling down and she's like, girl, I would hear you talk about the phone book. And then people are like, what are phone books? You know what I'm saying? Like she's just that sweet where it's like she's constantly encouraging me, but like you guys say this because you guys are part of our community. Like you people here in the chat are my people. Like you guys are the ones that always show up for me and that we want to hang out together and talk about all the nice things in makeup and whatever. But where's everybody else? That's the problem, right? So if we want to continue to grow, like reality is that's how we grow, is by getting our channel, you know, people to share our stuff or people to, you know, the new brings new views, new subscribers. Like it's just the way that it works. So I think that as much as like we want to grow, like we have to be more committed to authenticity and then at the same time just making it what it was about, which is just having fun with makeup, you know. And eventually, you know, eventually that works because then you have people like, you know, who's a good example? Like Audra at home, at the end of her like videos every single time, she's like, thank you to all the subscribers and the Patreons, because without you, I couldn't do this. Do what? Do whatever the bleep I want, which means like I get to sit here and talk about whatever I want because you guys are here for me. Like it's not even about the new or like the makeup or anything. You guys are here for me, and that's what community means. So, but it takes like very thick skin to do that, and I'm trying to build it, you know. And so
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, you guys. I'm just being honest. Like that's just how it is, you know. Yeah. And I gotta say, Locke, like yeah, being only in competition with ourselves, but like when we put this much effort and this much investment into our channels, it's really hard because you see other people growing more than you, and you're just like, but I'm doing everything I possibly can. But then that's when the opportunity for personal growth comes from, you know, where it's like, I've done everything I can and I'm still not growing at the rate of other channels. And it's like, take a step back, Yadi, like, but it's about like you and growing personally and doing the best that you can do for your audience and your community, you know? So easier said than done, but I'm growing and really trying in that space 100% because it's hard. It really is, because we love what we do. And so we want a lot of people to see that, you know what I mean? So that's where it gets hard, but yeah.
I think just to piggyback off that, I get sort of discouraged when I work hard on a video and I upload it and it only gets like 100 views, which I mean, I'm so thankful for those 100 views. You know what I mean? Like someone out there is watching you and that's amazing. But I get kind of discouraged and I'm like, oh, why didn't this reach more people? But then I'll get a comment that was like, oh my gosh, I'm buying this because you loved it so much and I can't wait to try it. And I'm like, yes. That's
Yeah.
what I want. Like I love when people take my recommendations because everything that I do recommend and everything that I do say is 100%, you know, what I think. I would never lie on my channel, and it just makes me feel so good when someone takes my recommendations.
Yeah, and you know what? I've said this before. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so proud of this video, you guys. Like, give me some feedback on like, you know, the new editing style or whatever. And that's because I'm working my ass off to like make it so good. And then it gets like 100 views and I'm like, I have to remember, and I always like not to like always bring up my mom, but I'm always going to bring up my mom because she was my mom. She was a pastor, and she would say sometimes when she was really sick, she had cancer 2 or 3 times before she passed away, and sometimes she'd be in so much pain, and then she'd be like, I'm like, Mom, please don't go to church, like just stay home, like just rest, you know, whatever, like wait for the meds to kick in. And she'd be like, no. If one person shows up, then it's worth my efforts. And I'm like, not to get super deep about it, because again, it's just makeup, but it's not makeup. Like we're friends. And like Chai has said this before, like, especially during the time that we were all kind of, you know, locked up and they wouldn't let us out and whatever, you know, like this is not just makeup. Like Ronnie has said this too, like sometimes this was like our only outlet. So I take that personal because I'm just like, hey, like, the effort I'm putting in my videos are bringing somebody joy, or like something to talk about with me in the comment section. Like this is important. Like the stuff we're doing is valuable, you know? And so I don't know. It's just like, that's why today, like I usually give it 5 or 10 minutes to jump on the live stream. Just to give people time to get into the chat. But then today I was like, Kendall, can we just go on? It's 8:02. Like, I'm so anxious. There's 4 people there. I want to go say hi. Like, did I not say that, Kendall? I was just like, I'm just anxious. I just want to go say hi. I don't care who's here. I don't care who's here. I just want to go say hi because every single person is so valuable, you know? And so, like, I don't know. I don't even care. This is the cheesy crew. We are who we are. So what? So what, you know? But yeah, so let's talk about the beauty of one single subscriber, because I've been seeing these comments from Kara C, and she was saying, I watched my entire Janvier watched my entire library of videos and commented on all of them. Like, I'm sorry, but every single effort that Kara made was worth Janvier going through that library. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, Janvier is like a national treasure on YouTube. Can I just say?
She's been here for a while, and it's like every time I see her name pop up, I'm like, oh, I get so excited. I don't even know what she looks like. I don't even know where she's from. I
always see her and I'm like, hi.
I know, it's so like heartwarming, and it's like sometimes if we're like feeling uneasy about the people in our chat or not enough people or what, and then you see Jeanvier's name pop up, you're like, hey, okay, all right, let's go. You know,
kind.
yeah. So I mean, but it's those people, and there's so many, all of you guys in the chat where I'm just like, oh, thank you for showing up and not letting me do this by myself, because I do this for you guys, so it's like, I don't know. So Christiane is saying, like, as a subscriber, I say I appreciate you all, and I know how much effort you guys. Oh, thank you. It's a lot, but at the same time, it's just so nice that we can do this because we love it. You know, we love it. YouTube is a production and lots of work, exiting time, vulnerability, exposure. Yeah. It's very scary because like what I know, Locke. Yeah, I know. When I was like saying it, I was like doing like the gangster waltz, you know, because you guys knew what song I was talking about. But we are putting ourselves out there, and so like Kendall was saying, when we only get like very few views on our videos, we're just like, oh, what did I do wrong? Like, why, you know? And it has to do with so much more than just us. So it's not just about us, but sometimes it feels like it because we've worked so hard on it, you know? So that's we're just human. We're just human. But let me see. I found you all during the pandemic. Oh. You know, somebody said this to me too, a subscriber that I met in person. I won't say her name, but that's when I used to say the same thing. So, and I'll explain this more in my video on Sunday, which is funny that we're all talking about it. But I started the channel right after my mom passed away. I was new in a state that I had never been to before, which was Texas. And then everything shut down 6 weeks after we moved here. So we had no connection to our coworkers, to our community. Like, we knew no one. Like, it was such a lonely, like, desperate time. So when you guys would say things like that, I'm like, you don't even know. Like, you guys made this a bearable year for me, where I felt like, and in my video I say this, I'm like, I'm not putting up fronts, okay, you guys? Like, if I would not have had you guys, if I had not have had YouTube, as silly as it sounds, I was going down a very bad path, like where like after every day of work we just were bored. So my sister would come over and we would just kind of start drinking. Like, that's what we would do because we were bored. And it just refocused my efforts somewhere else, where I just got excited about like things again. And I was like, oh, nobody here knows my mom. Like, okay, this is my time away from the pain that I'm feeling, that I can just laugh and have fun and talk about girly things and whatever. And so when people kind of side eye you when you say that you have a YouTube channel, I'm just like, you have no idea. Like, you guys like got me through some shit last year. And so like, it's not just makeup. Like, we're actually people at the end of it, you know? So it means a lot to me, like a lot. So anyway, that's what I will say. All right. Yadi, even though I don't know any of you, Friday Night Lives makes me feel like I had a girls' night. Yeah. It's like we had nowhere to go, and some of us live by ourselves, you guys. And so it's like, to have that connection, it's like, oh, cool. Like, you know, like I can chat with the girls in the live stream or whatever. Like, that's valuable, you know? So let me see. I also think right now a lot of people are getting back and out. Yeah, I agree. You're right. I think that's a good thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Like, we understand. We understand if you want to buy that palette or if you want to talk through that palette. Honestly, I get myself than they get from me. Oh my God, are you kidding me, Kara? Like, this could not be more well said. The kindness from, yeah. That's what I think people don't know. I should have said that in my video for Sunday. Damn it. That's what people don't know.
Real quick.
Yeah, that's what people don't know. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to go editing Yadi here. What I meant to say was that What I meant to say is I get more from you than you get from me. No, that's exactly what people don't understand. Like, you guys think like you're showing up and like, oh my God, okay, I can disconnect. I can watch Yadi act stupid on her live stream tonight. I get more from you than you get from me, because at the end of the day, makeup is just like the very top layer, and then there's us, you know? So let me see.
And also, it not even like your subscribers. When I started doing YouTube, I never thought I would make friends with other creators. You know, I just never thought that was going to be a thing. And I've found this community online where I feel like I can go to you, I can go to Kara C, I can go to so many people. Kelly, it's so many amazing friends that I've met through this platform that I know would be there for me if I needed it in a second. And it's just so comforting, which I never thought I would find on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I have a different experience. You know, I don't shy away from difficult conversations, but like that's kind of been a double-edged sword for me, because when I started on YouTube a year ago, like my thing was like, I am in sales and I'm just naturally always on. Like, I'm always networking. Like, I want everybody to be a part of everything. And not everybody's about that. Like, you know, and so sometimes that kind of bit me in the ass. It's like not everybody's out for like the best stuff, you know? So it took me a while to find kind of like my people, and that's kind of why I've kind of done this as well, you know? But I agree. Like, I've found such a community that, like, honestly, like the moment I walk out of this room, nobody in my house understands. I think the only person that kind of understands are like my sisters, but other than that, like, you know, nobody else understands like how much all of you guys mean to us, you know? So yeah, exactly, Kara. I'm gonna be like, yeah, editing me. I heard somebody wise say this, and I think it's so true.
This random thought just popped into my head.
You know, I was sitting there contemplating what you all meant to me. I live alone. I engage on YouTube for the first time. Oh, Liz is like one of like, every time I think of her, like she's such a sweet, sweet friend, you guys, like all of you guys. But, you know, it's just, I have been able to connect so deeply with all of you. Yeah, exactly. We're all going through something, Tammy. I have no one. Exactly.
I feel it.
Exactly. And it's like, you're like, do I need this palette? Instead of us saying, no, you don't need this palette, we're like, well, let's think about it. I mean, to be honest, you really don't have any shimmers in this formula. And like, really, like, it serves a dual purpose because you can talk about it on your channel. Yeah, not good. All things gay, yes, my friends don't understand. Oh, Tasha, do you have a channel? I don't know if I've seen you too much in my chat, but if you do, please let us know. We'd love to go check you out and support you on YouTube and Instagram. So anyway, all right. Editing, Kara needs to go. Love you. Thank you so much for having or for hanging out with us for a little bit. But that's just kind of what was on our mind, you guys. Like, I just wanted to like piggyback off of the video that Kara had and just kind of continue the conversation. Just know, every effort we make is because we just love this community so much, and we kind of just want to stay engaged with all of you. I want to just say real quick, Christiane said as a subscriber, sometimes it feels a little overwhelming because when you're plugged into the small or like new YouTuber community, a lot of the people that you're plugged in with will have channels. So I definitely feel that. I feel the same, Christiane, because I watch a lot of channels, and I'll subscribe to everyone. You know why? Because subscribing is free. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's free, but I don't always have time to watch everyone. I do pretty good because I play YouTube from morning to night, and I'm just playing it on the background, but I'm not good about like commenting and letting people know that, you know, I'm there. But I feel the same thing. I think that that's where Creator Spotlight came from, because like Kendall, I hardly comment on Kendall's videos. I watch all of Kendall's videos, okay? And when I have questions, I then go to Instagram and DM her. The thing is that like this was my way of like showing you like, hey, I watch you. I really like you. I think that, you know, I would love to introduce you to everyone as my YouTube friend. Like, come on my channel, you know? So that's the way that I kind of worked around that. But it's really hard. So somebody said something to Kara the other day, Beauty and the Frizz, and she was laughing. I was like, dude, we love that she said that to Kara because it shows authenticity. And the subscriber who has been a longtime subscriber of all of us said, I only watch you if you're really serving me a purpose, meaning you're talking about a product that I want to know about, or you're talking about some technique or whatever that I want to know about. But I'm always, you know, there to hit like and move on. So I just love that. Like, it's no pressure, you guys. Like, we just love seeing you whenever you do come around, and we understand that there's so much going on, like life and everything else. But I just wanted to say that because we just felt like her comment was so authentic, and we're like, yeah, same girl, same. Sometimes I ain't got time. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, so I don't know. Just it's a no pressure zone is what I'm saying. So anyway, yay! You'll love her, Amanda. But yeah, all right. Um, exactly. I say that to people all the time. I'm such an enabler.
Self all the time.
Yeah, there's only 24 hours in the day, Coco. Only 24 hours. And then you know what, you guys? I'm going to tell you, when I introduce somebody on my channel, I just want you to really take note and really go check them out because I was just taking Kara and Ash through like my process of finding a new creator. When I find a new YouTuber, like I'm not a fake fan. Even if you don't know that I'm there, like I'm a real fan. Meaning I watch videos, I hit like, I don't always comment, I'm gonna say that. But I don't subscribe right away now. Like I'll watch videos and I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Like I see the appeal, you know? And like I'll subscribe, I'll binge watch like 4 or 5 videos, which is a lot in my world because I'm really busy. And then I'll comment so that they know I'm there, okay? But I like to do that because I want people to know, like, I'm not gonna like pop into one video, say I subscribed, and then you never hear from me again. Like I'm not a fake fan. So I kind of do that, you know. Like I just want people to know, like I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So yeah. Anyway, anything else that you would like to add? What do you think?
Sorry, I'm reading. I'm catching up on all the comments.
Yeah, no, Christiane. That's perfect though. That's what works for you. And honestly, like, you know, not everything's gonna work for everyone. So I definitely feel like I have a different crowd in my live stream chats versus my comments in my videos. And it's for that reason. And so I do love that I can provide a little bit of everything for people so that whenever they can pop in, they do. And yeah, no, my feelings are not hurt. So yeah. Perfect. That's perfect. And to be honest, like sometimes, even though I play YouTube all day long, sometimes I'm just like, turn it off. Like, my thing lately is like during lunch, like I'll make my kids like work out with me, you know? And like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I have to go talk to my husband. I have to go talk to my kids. Like, I have to turn it off because as much as I try to play you guys in the background, like, you know, we can't totally disconnect from the life we have as well. So,
And
yeah.
I would just like everyone to know that Yadi and I are also Peloton friends.
Wow. Did you see me on Peloton today?
I did see her on Peloton today. I was on Peloton today.
Listen, guys, Peloton. Guys, well, I'm not going to start like a workout channel, but Grow with Joe. See, I'm like so extra. Like I have absolutely no chill. Like I find something that I obsess over, and then I want to do this. I want to start a chat. No, girl, calm your ass down. Like stick with it for 30 days, and then we'll talk about it again. But Grow with Joe. I've been tagging her in my stories, you guys. She's so cool. Such an easy easy workout, you know, like you're just standing in front of the TV. Morgan Turner was telling me this, like, ooh. She's like, you know, if you're watching TV at the end of the night, just turn on Grow with Joe because she has walking videos. That's how she got in shape after she had her baby. And like, you're just like watching TV, but then you're just like walking in place. And before you know it, you've like burned like 300 calories just at the end of the night. And I think it's really good. So I love it.
So
I love it.
I do a lot of the Peloton free rides while I'm watching YouTube. And I'll be on there for an hour and it's so fun.
Oh, the Peloton free lives?
Free rides. So you just like go to more, there's a more option and you go to free rides and it'll just show like a scenic area. You can pick how long you want to go. And I'll do like 45 minutes and I'll turn down the volume on my Peloton and I'll just turn on YouTube and just go.
Tamara, go find us on Peloton. I'm not on there all the time because I do like other workouts, but you can help us. And we'll keep each other accountable. Dude, I've been totally getting into like workout videos, stretching videos. I don't do yoga, but I do stretch videos on YouTube. And I'm like, this is so good, you guys. It's so good. But anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone. I can only keep doing creator spotlights because you guys are so kind to my guests. And I just love that you guys hung out with us tonight so that you could get to know Kendall. This is important for me. And you'll hear why on my video on Sunday. So turn your notification bell on just so you guys can get that. But I have so much fun when I get to do this. And I hope that I got some feedback. So I hope that I was a little more engaged with the chat because what was happening is that sometimes when I have a creator on, you and I get into such a conversation that we don't pay attention to the chat. And I really loved that feedback because I want to come on here to be involved in the chat, you know? And so I think today I was trying to be mindful of that. So thank you for allowing me to do this and allowing me to introduce other people to you guys. I think that Kendall's a good one, guys. Like in my beauty community tag, she was on there as like, was it like a good vibes creator?
Good vibes.
Because she's sweet and she's kind and everything that I've ever seen from her, it's been a while, like at least 9 months since I've been watching her, has always been like super uplifting and bubbly and like light. And I like that because sometimes we go to YouTube to get away from all the heavy. So I think you guys would really like her. Please go subscribe to her if you haven't. It's actually free, you guys. We have a special going on tonight. It's free. And so you can do that. Molly, thank you for coming. I know that you're busy. Congrats to your baby boy. She was having a going away party for her son. Thank you. We had a good time, but thanks, guys, to everybody. Does anybody have any questions for Kendall? Or Kendall, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. When you reached out to me, I was so excited. I was like, me? Little old me? um, I've had so much fun tonight and just seeing everyone in the chat's been so fun and so cool. And I hope I get to chat with all of you more in the future.
Yeah. Oh my God, guys, that would be so cool. If you guys had a good time, please help share her channel. There's no giveaway. There's no free makeup. It's just her and her bright smiling face. And I think everybody will have a really good time being a subscriber of hers. Thank you, everybody that was here. You guys are seriously like some of the most important people in our lives. I'm not even trying to be like super deep about it. Like it's the truth. Okay. Just believe me because it's the truth. All right. I love you guys.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I love you guys so much. So I just wanted to say that.
I was just going to say, it's so strange to me to have all these strangers essentially on the internet be so kind and so uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
Just because personally, when I'm 28, but when I was in middle school, I got relentlessly cyberbullied, but that's in the past, whatever. But it's so weird to be online and have so much kindness on the internet. It's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. Isn't it nice though? Like we needed that this year. And like I will say, like I know that we've never met, but like I've met like Ronnie. She's in the chat. Ronnie's a subscriber. She's not a creator, but she's a subscriber for a while already. And so I've met her in person. She came to Dallas, and so we got together. And then I've met Chai in person. And I've met Lisa J, you know, the founder of BK Beauty. When we get when we get like together in person, you guys, like it's not a fake relationship. I just want you guys to know that. Like when I saw Ronnie, when I saw Chai, when I saw Lisa, like I just hugged them and I was like, I know you. And it's like the weird science of parasocial relationships, but at the same time, I think like if we're on here being authentic and who we are, like Ronnie said this to me and I was like, hey, thank you for saying that. She was like, it's just you. Like, you are who you are. I'm like, yeah, this is who I am. Like, I just like, this is who I am. And we had the best time. And so, like, as much as it's weird because it's the internet, it's not weird because I know you and you know me. And now you know Kendall. And it's nice, you know? So, yeah. But, yeah. We'll subscribe to you next. Oh, she is really sweet. Okay. I've never seen her be a cyberbully to anybody on the internet. I will say that. But yeah. I don't know if you do lives, Kendall, but you're such a natural. Yeah, that's so true.
Oh my gosh, that is so nice. I was so nervous to do this. I was telling Yadi before we started, I was like, I got ready like 3 hours ago because I've been so nervous to do this.
Do lives on your channel and invite me on your channel.
Oh my gosh.
It will be a first. I've never gone on anybody's channel to do a live, so just, you know, just invite me. I'll come.
Okay, well, if I ever do it, you'll be my first.
Okay, first. All right. I want to be your first. Okay, shit's getting weird, you guys. I love you guys so much. It's the end of the night. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe to Kendall. Don't forget to hit notification bell to all. Don't forget to like. I love you guys. Let me know later or whatever. You kind of let me know already. What your summer beauty favorites are. All right, guys. Thank you. I will see you. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you for coming on and making the time.
Thank you for having me. Oh my gosh.
I know it's your Friday night, and so I always am so excited when people want to share their Friday nights with me, but yes.
If I did have plans, I would have canceled them.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.